The seat holds me in one quiet shape, firm at the back, softer under my legs. The belt rests flat across my chest, steady and familiar against my shirt. A small weight stays at my hips, where the seat narrows and keeps me centered. The headrest meets the back of my neck without pressure, close enough to be noticed. Low light from the dash reaches my hands and then stops. The wheel stays still in front of me, round and close, not asking to be touched. My shoulders remain even against the seat, neither lifted nor loose. The air inside the car feels mild, without any strong current against my face. A faint shift of fabric comes from farther back, then settles into silence. It stays far enough away to leave my space unchanged. My knees hold the same angle, bent and quiet, in the narrow space below the dash. The seat seam beneath one hand feels straight and slightly raised. I keep my palm there because the line is easy to follow. Another soft sound comes from one side, small and distant, then nothing more. It does not come near me. It only remains somewhere inside the car. My back stays against the seat in one unbroken line. The cushion gives just enough to hold my weight without sinking. A dim reflection moves across the window and then becomes still again. I do not turn toward it because the posture of sitting already feels complete. The floor beneath my shoes stays flat and close. My heels rest in place without needing any change. A quiet breath from somewhere behind me reaches the air, then fades. It stays far enough away to feel separate from my own. The armrest beside me keeps the same height under my elbow. Its surface feels smooth at the center and faintly warm. I notice the space between my shoulder blades and the seat. It is filled evenly, without any point asking for adjustment. Another small rustle comes from the back seat, light, brief, and contained. It does not carry urgency, only presence. My chin stays level, held by the steady angle of the headrest. The window beside me feels cool only in appearance, not in touch. A distant shift of weight changes the seat behind me for a moment. The sound is small enough to leave my own stillness untouched. My hands remain quiet, one near the seam, one resting on my leg. The fabric over my knee holds a faint fold where the posture keeps it. The car interior narrows around my body in simple, reliable lines. That closeness makes every position easy to keep. A breath enters from somewhere near the rear, then leaves again. It passes through the cabin without coming closer. The side of the seat presses lightly against my thigh. That pressure stays constant and easy to ignore. The roof above feels near without feeling low. It closes the space gently and keeps the interior contained. Another faint sound of clothing moves near the other door, then stops. It remains distant enough to feel outside my own outline. My spine stays long against the backrest. The support there is quiet and even from shoulder to waist. The belt edge near my collarbone does not shift. Its stillness gives the rest of my posture something to follow. A small pause settles inside the car after the last sound. Nothing enters that pause, and nothing needs to. My feet remain forward with the same mild weight in both ankles. The narrow place below the seat keeps them from wandering. A quiet motion touches the air from behind me again, then disappears. It leaves no change except the fact that I heard it. The seat beneath me holds the same shallow give. It feels measured, shaped for staying rather than moving. My shoulder near the door keeps a small distance from the panel. That distance stays constant and clean. Another breath comes from the far side of the car, soft and restrained. It reaches me only as a small sign that someone remains there. My posture does not answer it. I stay in the same line from headrest to knees. The center console beside me keeps its narrow edge close to my leg. Its presence defines the space without crowding it. A faint sound from the rear settles into the cabin and then thins out. It never becomes loud enough to change the stillness. My neck stays quiet, held in one easy angle. The headrest remains close enough to keep that angle steady. The seat fabric under my hand carries a fine texture, dry and regular. It gives me something small and exact to remain with. Another shift happens somewhere behind my shoulder, brief enough to leave no pattern. The car keeps it, then returns to the same hush. My ribs move gently against the belt with each breath. The belt does not resist. It only stays where it is. The side window holds a dim shape from outside, then lets it pass. I remain facing forward because forward already contains enough. A distant sleeve brushes a seat from somewhere behind, then stops. The sound is so light it almost stays inside the silence.